Today I am excited to share the Word of God with you, so let's get started. Tonight I'm going to talk about God's sovereignty and man's responsibility. You see, God is sovereign and He can do anything He wants to, but the thing that's so amazing is He has decided in His sovereignty that He wants to be partners with us. That He wants to not just go do everything Himself, but He wants to do things through us. And not only that, He's taken a very bold step and given man a free will. God wants us to use our free will to choose His will. That's the high calling on our life. He didn't want robots, He didn't want puppets, so He gave us free will. And if somebody wants to go to hell, God will protect their right to do that. I mean, it's true. And I'm sure some of you are finding out if somebody just does not want to love God, you are not going to make them love God. It's a decision that they get to make, but they also get to be responsible for the decisions that they make. So this thing about free will, it's really exciting on one end, but boy, there's such a responsibility to it, because if I have free will and I can make my own choices, then I really can't blame God or anybody else for the messes and boy, do we have a big problem with that blame. And now, there is this area where when wicked people are making wrong choices, if they happen to be in some kind of authority over you, then sometimes you get in the backlash of their bad decisions and you get hurt. And we don't always understand why God doesn't do something about that. But what God really wants us to do is to trust Him, and then as soon as we can make our own choices, start making choices according to His Word, and then it doesn't take very long at all, and you begin to overturn all the effects of any of the bad things that happen. But what Satan wants is for evil people to do evil things, and then even good people or well-meaning people get hurt by that, and then he wants them to get bitter and spend their life full of hatred, wanting to get revenge. But we're smarter than that, aren't we? I said we're smarter than that, aren't we? The dumbest thing that we can do is try to deal with our own enemies. And I can say that now after 40 years of teaching the Word, but I wasted a lot of my time being mad at people who hurt me, and it just was really a total waste of time. And as long as we are trying to defend ourselves or get revenge or get people back, now listen to what I'm going to say, God cannot help us. Shall I say it again? As long as we are hating people, against people, mad at everybody, bitter because of the things that have happened to us, blaming life, blaming God, even blaming the devil doesn't really work, because if we just sit around and blame and we don't take any responsibility, then the problem never gets fixed. And so you can spend your life hating, being bitter, trying to get revenge, but while you're doing that, God cannot help you. You say, well, I'm trusting God, but are you doing good? Are you forgiving? Are you praying for your enemies? In the midst of your pain, are you being a blessing to somebody else? Come on. Well, I'm trusting God. But see, that's not enough. I could have walked out here tonight and said, how many of you are trusting God? And there would not have been one hand that wouldn't have gone up. And then if I would have said, how many of you are doing what God has told you to do? Well, I go to church. Okay, I'm just going to say this and get it over with. Let me just say this and get it over with. Going to church is wonderful, but it is basement level, baby entry Christianity. If that's all you got to say for yourself as a Christian, that is sad indeed. Yes, we need to go to church, but we need to come out of the church fired up and fueled up and ready to get out in society and represent Jesus the way he tells us to represent him.
Want to hear more from Joyce on this topic? We've got you covered. Visit us in the Joyce Meyer app or at joycemeyer.org today.